everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all the more popular, stronger, the Digimon that are being talked about in Digimon Aurity. It's been a while since I've done a Digimon Aurity video simply because I don't know. Right now I'm just not into it, but I do still know a lot about it since I'm very experienced in Digimon Aurity, even though I don't play it all anymore. So I can be giving it a pretty decent explanation, and I can put these Digimon at some pretty responsible places. So yeah, as you can see, Alphamon is the GOAT. Is in the Alphamon tier. And Coronamon, you know it, he's the freaking disease. He wins. Except against Alphamon. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'll be setting up the real one. I'll see you there. Alright, now for reals. I'll be putting these in order. The more to the left that they are, the better they are in their responsible tiers. So, yeah, we'll be starting with a Carbonamon again. He's gonna go in the F tier. Well, I mean, I could put him in Disgusting then again, but I'll do that once all these other Digimon are placed. It's a rookie Digimon level. That says enough. It's not even champion, where some champions can actually be decent. But this guy is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be a normal rookie, so. But people always laugh in his face because there's not even a champion version, so, I can't really say that much about him. His attacks are like what you would expect from a little rookie. HP also, speed, yeah. I guess that's it for you. Okay, up next, Bakumon that's a champion. This champion is actually pretty good. It has 3 attacks. One of them stuns, so that's already a big edge over the other champions. The other champions would be like in the middle, but Bakumon you can just use from on level 0, and that's another edge over the other champions. He's just really good overall. Big attacks, most of them. That he has one big box that he can throw, but it's kind of slow, so you can avoid it pretty easily. And you've also got a tape attack, which stuns the other enemy, so you can get some free hits. I don't think there's gonna be more in the F and D tier, so we'll be moving right into the C tier. Cubimon. Cubimon is another champion, but this champion has 1 OP attack. That OP attack deals 1k and 500 damage. And the speed is also fine. It has 1 attack that just boosts literally through the whole map until you hit a wall or someone. And the other attack, yeah, that's just a normal champion attack, nothing special. But the other two, oh yeah, really good. And this is where things kind of get tricky because, Rapidmon Armor, Chaos Paimon, they're in here and they should probably be up next. But, there are some other Digimon that are also kind of bad. Like Tyrant Capitarimon is pretty bad, but a Moon Millenniumon, oh god. A King Adamon is also not that good. Dukemon Crimson mode, also pretty bad. The basic stuff. I've decided to put him also in C tier. Let me go. Come on, thank you. So I'm gonna be placing Rapidmon Armor in the C tier as well, although it's really close to be put in the B tier. I don't know. You know what? It depends. If you like him a lot, you could put him in the B tier. Otherwise, just put him in C, I guess. Come on. I don't know. Yeah, I should put him in B tier, huh? Chaos Paimon, or I should actually just say the complete Chaos line is in the B tier. You can just switch through them, but then again, you can't, because Digimon Aurity for some reason blocks your character from digivolving and you lose all your attacks. Unless that has been fixed by now. I don't know. Haven't played Digimon Aurity in a little bit though. But we'll be talking mainly about Chaos Paimon because he's the strongest out of the bunch. He has that one attack that can deal over 1k damage, and for level 150 that's pretty good. He has 3 other attacks that are also pretty good. He's just, you know, your average mega with one pretty OP attack. In PvP, he's used a lot, although the attacks are kind of wonky, for me at least. And I'll be putting Ulforce right above him because he is better than Chaos Paimon. I kind of find this factually better than Chaos Paimon, but some people are really good with Chaos and could probably be better with him than Ulforce. But yeah, once again, this is my opinion. I actually even like... Come on. Yeah, this is actually what I think. he just has a shield that also can block a big amount of attacks. So I forgot about the shields, and that makes me like him more than Chaos Paimon. I also never use Paimon or Chaos Paimon. I always use him. But yeah, now let's talk about Ulforce. He has the Dragon Impulse X attack, which already deals 2k damage. Also on shield, that's even better because it takes up more space and you can just stand in it and be safe until it breaks from a huge attack. I don't know how much HP the shield has in total, but it definitely has more than the rapid armor. And it has 2 other attacks that deal like 600 damage, which is more than the 350 from rapid mon armor. So another edge. And now we will finally be actually talking about the big guys with all the bursts and purchasable. Parallelmon it's just a big tank. It has double the HP of Ulforce, I think. It's just a really tanky guy. It has one attack that can literally heal itself. And it has a freezing attack. The other attacks are pretty good as well, but the healing is the best against a computer. And the freezing is just really good in PvP. I kinda found him better than Ulforce. Just because of how tanky he is. You can just do more damage. I mean, in an easier way. Ulforce does more damage in total, I'm pretty sure, because of the Dragon Impulse attack. But he can freeze opponents, and yeah, freezing is just so good in this game. That just makes me like him more. Alphamon, I'm just already gonna place you there. King Adamon. Oof. King Adamon isn't as bad as someone that I want to talk about, but ooh. Tyrant. I literally never used this guy. Come on! I don't know anyone who was actually good with this guy even. That's why he's in B. Yep, Digimon. Digimon is like a little bit nerfed version of Moon Millenniumon. It has one ranged attack, and it doesn't even go that far. All the other attacks are like melee. The only redeeming quality is that its HP being the same as Omnimon, which is impressive, but not anything else. Same with Moon Millenniumon. The same thing that's impressive is that it has the most HP in the whole game, and that's why it's a bit better. Yeah, you could, I guess, argue that Digimon has one attack that could be ranged, but these are the decent Digimon, like in comparison with the more OP Digimon, of course. They're decent. The Digimon in A do have like something that's really special about them, and you could probably admire them for it. People might think that this is a wrong opinion, but I'm placing Chaos Dramon in the A tier simply because it's really good against bosses, although there is a way better Digimon at that level that you can use. But Chaos Dramon isn't bad at the job either. It's still really good at taking down bosses on its own. It has one attack that deals 1,500 damage. If it didn't have that attack, but no. it has that one cool attack, and it also has an attack that poisons, and it has a dashing attack, some melee aura attack. It has all the attacks that Omnimon has, but kind of different. And A is also the tier that a lot of Digimon are gonna be in. Like 5 of them are gonna be in S tier, and all of these are gonna be in A tier. But it's just in what position was gonna be better than the other, competitive and NPC boss wise. I think I've made my decision. Malomyotis one, a Digimon you unlock with the burst that you can only get from winning the raids in the castle and collecting the bursts before someone else picks it up. A lot of people don't have this guy, but then again, it's better that you probably don't, except if you just really want to show off that you have every Digimon. Just wait, I guess. You get him also at level 350, but let's be honest, at the time you have this burst, you probably are level 350 plus. And you probably also have way better Digimon to use. Oof. Some people are really good with this guy. But it's my opinion. So, I get to choose where they are. And I'm not that good with Victory Greymon. I literally never use him. I only use him to test my damage every prestige now and then. I don't even know how he is like, but I know that some people are really good with him and that he's decent. I don't think he's gonna be better than these Digimon that are coming up. And that
Have you ever had a dream that
Adamon has really weird attacks. He has one where he throws some wrenches, some golden spiky ball, and 2 dashes for some reason. I don't know why he has 2 dashes, but he does. And that's a problem. 2 dashes, that's not good. Always have 1, never 2. Otherwise, this guy is good. If you hit all of the wrenches, it can pack quite the punch. And this guy is the big beast, so Ancient Triamon. The guy also with the most HP in the game. There are 3 Digimon that have that, like Troya, Moon Millennium, and Z Millennium. Yeah, that's all. These are all the Digimon with the most HP, so 3 indeed. We're talking about Ancient Triamon. This one of the slowest Digimon at their level, 28 speed, but you know, they have a lot of HP. But you know, I wouldn't say that he's that slow because he has Gallop Rush, which is an attack that is a really big dash and it takes quite some time, so you can really pick up the pace with that attack. Because he's slow, he really needs it actually. He also has some attack that shoots a lot of bullets. It's really good against the boss. PvP wise, don't use him. But against the boss, this guy can actually be quite good. He also has some gears, which is not that good against bosses, because if you freeze a boss, they have a chance to not digivolve any further, and you'll just get the XP from that Digimon, which is not as good as the final one. So you can't really use that attack that much in bosses. You can only use it in PvP, but that's where the gears actually shine. And another Zeed Garurumon. It's a pretty good Digimon. I see him sometimes. Pretty good for farming. PvP wise, I mean, he has a stun attack again, like a lot of other Digimon in here. But that's kinda the only good thing about him. His HP, lackluster. Speed is also pretty good though. You know, that one attack is pretty good. The others are kinda meh and kinda hard to hit as well. I think a lot of you guys would agree that I'm putting a Mecha Sidramon almost at the top of the A tier because of how good it is in PvP. It has the best shield in the whole game, and its attacks slow you down a lot. Decent HP, but you know, then again, the shields, it pulls the HP up even more, so you shouldn't be counting its actual HP. And Dexmon, Some people are good with him, but most people would probably put him in here as well. Its attacks are all pretty good, decent for level 400s. You don't need a burst, so you can just get it at level 400s if you have Dodomon, but you probably have all X at that level anyway. HP is decent. Speed is also decent. Everything about this guy is decent. Its attacks a little bit more than decent. Last three guys I'll be putting an A. I'm choosing between Omnimon or no, not Seed Millenniumon, normal Millenniumon. They both have the same amount of HP, same amount of speed. This guy has one big attack that stuns you. No, wait, he has two stunning attacks, I think. I'm pretty sure. That makes him pretty good in PvP. I see him a lot in PvP, like a lot. Alphamon is probably the guy that you see the most in PvP, but in second place, probably this guy. And in third place, I think you all know who it is. I'm gonna choose him under Omnimon. Go. Come on. Thank you. And Digimon Super Ultimate will be at the top of the A lists. These remaining 6 I'll be putting in the S tier. Alright, let's talk Millenniumon. I already told you that he has 2 stunning attacks, which is amazing. He has a dashing attack and some aura attack. So, pretty good. Definitely deserves to be in the top 3 of the A tier. It's a good Digimon and I see why people use it a lot. But the stunning attacks do suck against the boss, so you only have like 2 attacks against the boss. And then we cover Omnimon. Pretty good tank. Starts out with 7200 HP at level 350 with no HP prestige. Its speed is 32, which is above the average 30. And its attack have a good reload speed. You can just spam these every 5 seconds. And it has a slowing down attack, so that already helps it out. And mainly because of the slowing down attack, it's better than him, because you can use it against bosses as well. And that reload speed, oh yeah. And now we cover Digimon Super Ultimate. Also pretty tanky dudes. All its attacks deal massive damage, although the reload speed, it's literally the opposite of this guy. But the damage is just a big difference though. It's a bit more than doubled from Omnimon. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a bit more than doubled from Omnimon. That Quatus attack, Jesus Christ, that's a big amount. But it's also a bit on the slow side, so if you think Omnimon's better than Digimon Super Ultimate, I definitely don't mind. Although I don't mind what your opinion is. You can literally think Coronamon is better than Alphamon, and I would be like, okay, I don't care, cool. Okay, this is it. We'll be talking about the S tier Digimon now. At the bottom of the S tier list, what do you think it's gonna be? I mean, I'm pretty sure that you guys don't think it's gonna be Sword D, because there's literally a worse version of him right there. So who could it be? It's him. Greymon Burst Modes. A really good Digimon, pretty tanky for level 300. Its speed is at 32, which is above average. And all its attacks do pretty good damage. That Turret Wheels attack, man, pretty good. Although its counterpart is better. But in the middle of those counterparts, I think Seed Millenniumon is in between. You might be like, well, this Digimon is like, you can unlock him at level 450. How is he not at the top 3 of the S tier? Like, what the heck are you saying, you weirdo? Oh, well, I mean, if you think he's better than Shine Greymon Rune modes, go ahead. It has a stun attack, okay. It's slow, okay. Its HP is the most of the whole game. That's cool. Its other attacks are fine for its level. That's kind of all there is as well. Its speed, speed is pretty important. Its HP, that's pretty good, but its HP doesn't really matter that much later in the game. from that you have bursts. I mean, it only matters in PvP, but if your damage is a lot more, you're just fine. You're fine. And that's why I'm choosing him over him. That Torrid Wheels attack from Shiny Greymon Rune mode deals 2.5 damage. I mean, K damage. Oh god, 2.5 damage. That's not a lot. But no, it's 2.5k damage. And just do the old switcheroo and put him at this level from Seed Millennium on as well. Just check the damage, and you'll be seeing that the damage is the same from their attacks, except for Torrid Wheels dealing probably like 3k damage at that level compared to his 1.3k damage. That's why I'm giving him the edge. His speed is 30, which is even better than his still. It's HP, okay, yeah. That's the only edge that he has over him. It's the only one though. Come on, thank you. Rosemon Burst Mode is better than Shiny Greymon Burst in my opinion. I just like using her more. Its reload speeds is just pretty cool to me as well. Defray is just cool. There's a healing attack. Pretty cool. Although it's melee. And it also has a slowing attack. So, you know, slowing down enemies and especially in PvP is really nice. And it's also a pretty fast Digimon. Although it's a bit on the lower HP, but damage wise, it's a bit less than a Rune mode, but I just like using her more. I just feel like better when I'm playing as her than with Rune modes. Definitely understandable. I mean, I could switch them. They're just like about the same to me. Just like Rose Burst modes a bit more. Just personal opinion. But I'll be putting him above her though. Alright, so it's not even a surprise anymore, let's be honest. Swartz, second place. Swarty, Swart third place, Swarty second place, and Alphamon takes the cake. Swart, you know, it's Swartz. It's freaking Swartz. Has a decent HP, its speed is at 30. It has everything from Omnimon, but makes it better. Except for the HP and speed, but still makes it better. It still has that slowing down attack, which gives him the edge over Rune modes, in my opinion. And the HP is the same, actually, I'm pretty sure. And the speed is also the same. You know, I guess if you want to switch these two around, it's fine, I guess. But the reload speed on this guy is just insane. Swarty, take Omnimon and Swarty and put them into one, you get this guy, okay? Deals a 1.5k damage with each attack. Still has the slowing down attack. And it has the Omnimon speed, but it also takes a little more HP away from Swords. So it is pretty low HP for level 450. You won't have him for 50 levels until you prestige, so enjoy your time with this guy because he's so fun to use. I sometimes just switch around between Alphamon and Swarty just because I like using Swarty a lot more. But now let's talk about the king. Alphamon Soul Digitalize. Enough said. 4k damage with poison included. No, it's too much. Why did the dev team create him this OP? And I know they were in a rush because they were just gonna poop out every Digimon that they were creating at the time, but it's just too strong. It's too strong. If you see him in PvP, you can't call the other player a noob. I never use him in PvP, also because I'm not that good with him. Surprise. I just like using Swarty more instead. Or just normal Swarty even. I do find Tro fine actually. I don't mind Tro as much as other people, okay? Just let me have this. Alphamon is just the best, and I think everyone agrees who has used him. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked my opinion, and if you really hate it, well, I guess you can't dislike it, but otherwise just don't touch the like bar just because you disagree, okay? It's just an opinion. These aren't facts. This is not factual, it's my opinion, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.